All right, I'd like to call the Bantam Lake Authority special meeting of May 3rd, 2022 at 6:30 PM to order. All those in favor? All right. Let's see. Approval of the April 5th meeting minutes.
Here's copies.
I read you. Did you send these out already?
I don't think I sent them out, to be honest with you. I didn't know I'm supposed to, but I will.
Oh, Scott's the chairman. Nice. Connie's.
I didn't realize. Sorry, Tom.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Are you a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
The slip at the State Marina, are they gonna charge? No.
No. Okay, so buoy repairs and installation. So got 5 buoys in and stickers for the buoys. I do have 4 5-gallon buckets we could use. So the only thing missing is rope or chain or whatever we want to use. And then obviously some repairs.
Might be some anchors down at the Morristown Beach too.
Okay.
They're still there unless someone's still.
So, my thought process is, we're getting, now that we're into May, if we could maybe get a couple new ones out and just sort of address any ones that need to be fixed, over like 2 weekends, like this weekend, if the weather is good, and the following weekend. I'm just thinking before we know Memorial Day is going to be here, and I'd like to just get those out.
Yeah.
Like Nick's Cove, we need to fix one there. I kind of didn't run around, and I think if we put, we could easily use all 5 if we wanted to.
I mean, the only one that's missing is Marsh Point.
Yeah. Yep. And they're over by camp. We usually used to have 5 there,
At least 4.
at least 4. So I think right now there's 3 right now. There's 3 there right now. So it was Marsh Point and over by the camp were 2 areas that I thought. And then
Marsh Point, did that one sink and go under, because it was like half under there?
Oh, no, it's just, I didn't see anything close.
That one did have a sub buoy at it, so maybe there.
Okay, yeah, I didn't look over the weekend, but when I was going around, just looking at it. Yeah, and I, talked to Litchfield County Marine today, and I thought they'd already water tested the boat, but he's testing it Thursday, and I told him to leave it in. I said, if it runs fine, just put it at the dock and let us know. So he might be calling you or me or somebody, because then I was like, okay, if we can get the boat in, then we can just bang out the buoys this weekend. So my hope is like if we don't have the boat, we can use my whaler, but I'd rather just, that boat's bigger.
Yeah. Plus you don't want to beat up your whaler.
Yeah. So, but I'd like to get, just a couple of those at least in, then I'd feel better about sort of where we are to start the season. People are in agreement with that. Now, the questions, rope wise or cable, like.
I don't know. We've always used chain, but you know how it doesn't last forever.
I'm a big fan of big thick nylon rope.
Yeah, so am I. I just look at it in terms of just,
Seems,
ease of installation and everything like that, just because the chain, but we don't, let's try it and go from there. If people
The
agree.
only thing you might have to have is the counterweight for the buoy.
For the buoy.
Upright.
Yeah.
Without the weight of the chain. It won't.
Yeah.
It may not stay upright, depends on the buoy.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll try one and, sort of go
did
from
you get
there.
them yet?
The buoys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 5 of them at my house.
There's cement, are they heavy? I mean, don't they
Yeah.
have like the bottom?
They have they're bottom weighted.
So,
They're bottom weighted. So I have 5 right now and
That can't be free shipping, was it? Wasn't free shipping.
well, yes and no. It was like one of these things where like I paid a little bit more to get free shipping where I found them cheaper, but it was lead time.
Yeah.
Then the shipping, once you added the shipping, it was about the same price, but found them in stock and I got 5.
Right.
So,
I mentioned this the last time. Stephen Lupinacci is very willing to pay for it a larger sign that says no wake zone.
Mhm.
It's so small. I mean, he said he'd pay for it. I don't know what, you live in
Yeah.
Nick's Cove too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because
They do.
Dufours have one out on their dock now and, I know Steve, we're talking on like.
But, You know, by the entrance to
Yeah.
Nick's Cove.
That's really been problematic.
Yeah. I mean, it goes in waves,
It does,
you know,
it does.
so
But
this
would you-
weekend we had
would
jet
you-
skiers.
Would you design it and he'll pay
Yeah.
for it or just
Sure.
get it ordered?
Yeah.
Is that all right with everybody? Or is there?
The guy clear DEP with regulation.
But if it's
I
on the
know.
land, or he wants
No,
it,
on the water.
oh, it doesn't, yeah.
So he wants to add another.
Something bigger.
A bigger one.
It just, you can't sell. You can't see it.
Would it make sense to maybe place 2 more buoys going down the cove that say slow no wake, or do you think that would help, or like
There's already 2 at the mouth of the cove. It's
2 at the mouth?
Yeah.
Right there.
The
They,
issue is people,
They get,
when I've talked to people, they're like, oh, I thought it was just the mouth of the cove. And then once they got in there,
oh, really?
that's what they say.
yeah, that's the excuse.
Well, that's a good
I mean,
answer. That-
Putting one more in there, look, if Steve's willing to pay for it and we just got to check with, in terms of regulation.
Tom's right. The DEP has certain restrictions for sizes.
Sign it, yeah.
Maybe it's online. I don't know.
But if it only says no wake. It's a no wake buoy, then I don't see that as a problem.
Okay.
I mean, it is marked at the launch, right? Maybe that's a solution. If it's not,
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it is.
It's
I thought it
not,
was.
it's not
Not
always
the
the
Litchfield
people,
launch,
it's
but-
not all the people that come in from Beverly's.
So,
I mean, there's a lot of people
Well, we
even
can
live
look at
here
that.
on the lake that,
Well, I mean, they should know.
you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so we can,
Anyway, just a
okay,
FYI.
okay. So, yeah, so we can get those in, I'll look at that. I'll know better once we hear about the boat. Okay. Try to get those out. Do we have an account or anything like, well, we could just, I don't mind just buying the rope and then getting reimbursed or going through you again as a credit card.
You have an account at True Value or whatever it is.
Ace Hardware.
Hardware.
Okay, they're probably a little expensive, but okay. It's not like that much we need.
Or I could just reimburse you. I can sign checks now.
Okay, cool. I'll take care of the rope. All right.
Where are you gonna get it? Because it's, I can't find good thick rope.
It's probably like West online.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like seemingly the
I was
best.
gonna say, there's a couple YV ropes. What's the name of it? It's something Valley Rope. Valley Rope. Mostly sell through eBay, but they have a huge, you can call them up and their prices are really good. That's where I've gotten a lot of the ski rope line
Okay, Valley Rope.
for pretty reasonable price, and they have all sorts of stuff.
Okay. All right.
For all sorts of marine use.
I'll look at that. But I figured just, for this weekend, if we put out just a couple, we don't need a lot of rope, but yeah, okay, Valley Rope. All right. Like I said, boat update, should know Thursday, but they say it's good to go.
Yeah, if you're not around, I could be around and help, just get it moored there or tied up to the dock.
Okay. I should be around on Thursday, which was actually worked well for me. So,
Do we need anything else for the boat in terms of like keeping life jackets on it or ropes to tie up, or is that all?
I haven't seen the inside of that boat in a
Yeah.
few years, so I don't know. what.
Maybe we don't want to have them just leave it in until we know that it's not going to sink there, or we have everything we need to just keep it at the dock. Or we can just do a visual before he does. I don't
do you
know.
have time to like do a drive-by of it
Yeah,
down,
it should have.
right down at Litchfield County Marine?
Should have lines and bumpers in it. And the bilge pump should be working. He'll
Yeah.
make sure it's working.
Yep.
So, and he's put in a new gas tank in it,
Yeah, he did. Yep.
and probably a battery.
I don't know about that, but he said he went through the whole thing. So,
And it doesn't need to be registered?
No.
That's good. Just to make sure we have safety gear, like make it legit. I mean,
Yeah.
If we
Could
keep
be.
the lake patrol on the side and the lights on it, then it's
well,
here for emergencies.
You
okay.
know where it
Registration.
goes.
Yeah. Okay. I might just take it right down there after this meeting then. Or tomorrow probably be better, so I don't get arrested. Okay, jam, so productive jams meeting today. I mean, I thought, given like all the email exchanges yesterday, that Raz was reasonable. So the extra jams are getting stored in the Litchfield Salt Garage. So they're gonna he's gonna pick those up, and he agreed to dispose of the old ones.
Oh, good.
And he's gonna leave some extras on site for us, that we need to put in.
Yeah, are we gonna try to keep some on site for the walkway?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so we have,
Disappear, that's the only problem.
well, yeah, and so we talked about, we were talking about that today in terms of just signage and so forth, and, you know, I think keeping them, the ones we're using closer to the river, you know, will hopefully prevent theft.
Mm.
But a couple of them are on the island for the far side.
Right.
So we're really only talking about 3 on this side, on the close side. 2 for the bridge and then, you know, the top one. And we're starting with 3 jams on each side is the consensus, because the goal is not to have the water go above the concrete.
Right.
Which I think is going to be a challenge, quite honestly. I mean, looking at looking at it,
Already, and we've only had 3 in, so yeah.
you know, but
Did they put handles on the boards for you?
no, we have to do that.
It's gotta be because it's so much more restricted now.
Yeah,
It went from the 22 down to 14.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I mean, you're always gonna have some headwater above the thing, and even with 3 boards. Only takes 5 more inches to be over the concrete, so it's.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So did
they fix what they were supposed to fix?
they are going to fix it. I mean, in terms of, but
Didn't sound particularly promising. It didn't sound like they were bringing a triaxle load of riprap down. It said they were going to address it, but it sounded kind of underwhelming,
yeah,
kind of just cleanup activity. So I guess we'll see what they do.
yeah, the contractor's willing to go back, install the riprap
Mhm.
on, do it both sides, and then he's gonna reseed and rehay that far side.
Part of my point, in my email was, you know, the lake will flood in the wintertime.
Yeah.
All the boards have been out for months.
Yeah.
So that water is just gonna wash around in the same areas and erode those areas. You really should do some heavy riprap or protection.
Yeah, and then we brought that point up.
We'll see what they do, and I suspect we should. I don't think the Jams Committee has any budget. It didn't sound like.
No.
So it might.
Yeah.
The funds from the project are gone. That faucet shut off.
60,000 went back.
Wow,
So
wow. So we never got the signs.
Well, so we're gonna, that's the thing we talked about, right?
we're coming out of here.
It's gonna come out of here. Raz is gonna send us some examples in terms of signage and so forth, and
Good.
so we're gonna work together with him to get the signage. And then the thing that we brought up is, you know, buoys across the river, you know, to stop kayakers and so forth. And I do think that's gotta be a higher priority for us as well. So,
I may have a sign, I'm not sure if it's still within regulation, that says, I think low head dam ahead or something like that.
mhm.
Perhaps it could be put on, I always thought about putting on the railroad abutment as you get down the river,
Yeah.
so you know what's ahead of you.
Yeah.
Either that, or you could put on the island between the two.
Mhm.
At that point, you're there.
By that point, you're kind of.
Get close enough to the sign, you're too close,
Yeah, I like the railroad abutment myself,
you know,
yeah. But I'm also concerned about we need signage on
on
both banks, just to keep people, you know, sort of
yeah.
away from there.
Then I nominated, I mean, because there was some discussion about when you put the boards in, when you take them out. And I nominated Scott as the jams coordinator, and his job is to, based on his knowledge and
The weatherman.
his experience, he will coordinate the removal and installation. He'll muster the volunteers. And quite frankly, I think they were all happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think so, you know, because, you know, otherwise it's gonna follow Raz or somebody and,
Raz.
you know,
You're the focal point.
Yeah.
And then you've got the text chain.
it just makes a lot of sense. So I'll look at, I mean, if somebody doesn't mind looking for buoys, I mean, I can do that, but like, do you ever like
No, but I'll look for chain buoys for the rope buoys.
rope buoys are going across? We just
The
need.
ones that are
rope
down
buoys.
by the hydro plant are the ones you want, right?
Yeah.
Nice orange ones.
Big, that big one. Yeah, I just picked up some for a swim area. I've got the line. And these are 8-inch,
Mhm.
8 or 9-inch regulation buoys for swim area, but you may want to go bigger.
I think I would go bigger, you know, just so they're clearly visible,
Sure.
you know?
I will look at it.
I may have enough spare rope for what you need.
Okay,
I'll see what size
okay,
diameter it is.
yeah. So if we can get those out and the signage out, I think we're in better shape for sure. But I thought the meeting was productive. I was bummed to hear the money, how much money went back, but they are gonna do the riprap. So I don't know, am I missing anything else on that?
I mean, as far as the riprap, I mean, the contractor has agreed to plant grass, clean up on one side, and then he'll fix the, the erosion, but it didn't sound like.
It sounds like they're gonna do something massive to
Drastic.
address the potential problem of it constantly flowing over the
So we'll have to
concrete.
see how much the
So,
contractor does.
I think we'll kind of wait and see what they do, but we'll probably need to react here to do something more.
It's too bad they didn't utilize the DEP funds first and hold on to the shear toss monies, which they could have used 25,000
Yeah,
to do these extra things.
Small things.
that's a good point.
Strings attached.
We talked last time about insurance for people. I mean, if Scott and people volunteer, if something happens, who pays?
I believe it falls under the town.
Under the town?
Yeah.
Could we make it Litchfield?
Probably would be.
What's in Litchfield?
Because it's in Litchfield.
Well, I guess maybe Morris volunteer and a Litchfield volunteer, so.
There you go, Tim.
Yeah.
When I got to show up at every meeting, every jam session. No, you're right.
We put two board, I mean, we were in street clothes, we put two in. So
Yeah.
when it's putting them in, I mean, it's doable. You got the, it is nice with the walkway and all.
You're gonna just do something for pulling them out?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we're
the harder part.
That's
Taking them out is.
We're gonna have to, definitely want to put handles on them for sure.
I think we can grab some. I think the walkway, we probably want to address as well, especially if we're
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
trying to
slippery.
pull them out when the water's coming over and we're trying to get across. That's gonna be an issue.
You're gonna get moss and slippery stuff on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's always
You're
kind of
right.
treacherous.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's not, we have the ability to do something about it now. So it's probably a little late for this year maybe, but we should be thinking about that for fall or next year, maybe. Getting a better walkway across or something elevated so we can actually get above the water when it's roaring.
I wonder if those like aluminum staging planks almost with the
Something like that or
tread.
something dreaded, something, maybe even a railing.
What about,
Yeah.
One person catwalk type thing.
what about the dock that your son's putting in for Monica Richmond? Have you seen that plan?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Who's that? On the lake?
The house that is gonna get burned down one day?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Handrails all the way out. I wish I had a picture of it. It's phenomenal.
Wow.
That's what you need over there.
Yeah.
Handrails.
Okay, but that's, since it's a special meeting, I can't add, I forgot to add, can't have other business, so that was the only, all the stuff I have.
How does this work, a special meeting? I'm confused.
Well, what it was is I didn't post this soon enough, so it had to be a
Special
special,
open to the public?
yeah,
Oh, I see.
and so.
They're recorded.
And so that was my fault, I
And a
apologize.
special meeting is, you could circumvent that.
Regular meeting,
No, the special meeting, you don't have to post it within the time frame, or you do?
24 hours.
24 hours,
And the-
but I have to say the agenda, like,
Yeah, you can't add to the agenda.
yeah. Okay,
Regular meeting's 24 hours, but you, as a 2/3 vote of the members present, you can modify the agenda, add something to it.
Oh, I see.
If you're not looking to do hybrid meetings, you don't have to do them anymore. But if you want to keep doing that, that's up to you.
yeah,
If you don't, do it, you just don't record it.
so that's all I have.
Oh, so if you don't do the Zoom, you don't have to
You
record
don't
it?
have to.
Right, if you don't do it according to the agenda, I think this one's a hybrid with the Zoom.
Correct,
But if you don't expect people to be joining through Zoom, you don't have to do a hybrid meeting.
Yeah.
But you can.
Who knows?
But if it's a non-Zoom meeting, do you have to record it?
No.
Oh,
okay.
No.
Yeah.
Anything else on the signage or buoys? That was the last thing on the agenda.
I just have one comment. Remember at the meeting, I said that I would talk to the DEP about patrol.
Mm-hmm.
I told Tom this. I wrote to the MCON officer and he is a lower officer, so it's going up the chain. And all I said, well, here, I don't have my right glasses on, but I sent you this today.
Okay, that's what you
And
just
now
said.
I sent you a copy of it.
Captain or?
No, he's, I don't think he's the captain. He's an officer.
Used to be a captain.
It's an officer. What he told me that they've got 4 guys and all these lakes. They're supposed to have 7. They can't handle it. So I said, let us know if we create our own. Could you train us and use our own boat and have our own lake patrol? So that's where we are.
Checking into that.
He's going to check into it.
Okay,
I'll, give this to Tom.
yeah, all right,
I should have sent it to you.
okay. All right,
That's it.
nothing else?
No.
Have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
We, seconded by Peter,
Seven, six.
and we adjourned at 6:50.